I wasn't going to address this because I'm not trying to let nobody trick me off the streets. But I never folded, never told, never will. Death before dishonor, always with me. So I'm doing this for my loved ones and the support of my friends and family to come out to the Amaran Arena, February 13th.
What's up, family? It's another episode of Mediazewtv. This Big Meech stuff just keep on getting out of control. Keep going. The Big Meech situation is something else, man. You know. If you like the video, go ahead and hit that like, share, and subscribe. Let's get right into it. You know, looking at this BigMeechResponse video, you know, it's kind of bittersweet because I'm from around the Atlanta area. You know, but I'm looking at the video and he just don't look the same. It's like he slowed down, he doped up or something. You know, I wasn't going to address this because I'm not trying to let nobody trick me off the street. But I never folded, I never told, and never will. Death before dishonor, always with me. You know, it's sad in a way. They look like he was camera shy as hell, number one. And you could tell he was reading or trying to remember a statement somebody had prepared for him. But I think at this point, he's not doing himself any favors by coming out and speaking at this time. I think Big Meech need to take some time for himself because the people around him that's advising him, they're not advising him in the right direction at the moment, you know, because this situation really is not new. I had heard about this situation back in 2018 when Blue Da Vinci first brought it up. But with the platform that's worldwide that 50 Cent has, of course, everybody's going to latch on to that when you got 30 to 40 million followers on Instagram that tune in every day. And 50 is a major troll. But the loyalty that Big Meech was preaching when he first got out, before he went to prison, you know, when he was with the BMF crew talking on the camera, partying and stuff. I'm just wondering where his mind frame is, because his moves when he got out, he's like he impatient. He still want to shine. And when I thought his message should be something for the youth that look up to him because he is a hood legend, he is an iconic figure, I thought that he should try to speak to the youth to tell you what not to be more so than anything. But instead of trying to go right into a party and just be patient with the situation and let everything work itself out. But you got to think, everybody have a motive in a situation. After 50 Cent had already said something about Southwest T being on a photo with Supreme Son. And then by Rick Ross injecting himself into the situation, I think a lot of the blame goes towards Rick Ross also for playing that type of game, knowing how 50 Cent was going to react. That's what I'm saying. I feel like Big Meech his discernment is off. It's the wrong moves. It's for a person that's seasoned that's supposed to be as seasoned as him. These are just, to me, just unforced errors. You know, getting around a person like Rick Ross, and then you haven't even been home 6 months. And now you're went from being one of the most famous hood figures in the world to one of the most famous rats in the world, allegedly. But it's a sad situation, and I think everybody just needs to take their feelings out of the situation at the moment, because your feelings don't change the facts, but facts always change your feelings. So I think everybody needs to stop trying to defend the situation and just see it for what it is. Okay. See, number one, FBI agent Keith Cromer testified under oath during the Franks hearing that Tammy Cowens had worked the Suarez and Cuffy Gatlin case in order to get Big Meech a time cut. That's a big old fact. Number two, Big Meech's defenders continue to say that the affidavit didn't mention Meech's name, which is wrong. It's two affidavits. The first affidavit that was filed and testified to by Tammy Cowens in the Frank hearing, that was her official statement on the record in front of the judge. See, the second affidavit that she wrote was never filed. She only tried to rewrite the affidavit when Cuffy found out about her and Meech's role in getting him arrested. Then the second affidavit was never filed. And that's the point everybody keeps forgetting, that Tammy didn't have an arrest record. And had that second affidavit been filed, Tammy would have been criminally exposed to be prosecuted, on top of the government having to set Cuffy free. And my third and last major point for everybody trying to defend the situation is, the smoking gun is the fact that under oath, the agent testified that Tammy was working on behalf of Big Meech to get him a time cut. Let me repeat that. The fact is, the agent testified under oath during the Franks hearing that Tammy was working on behalf of Big Meech to get him a time cut. So if you still have doubts, you can pretty much ask anyone that works in law enforcement and they will tell you. You can't be sitting in a jail cell anywhere in America and someone is on the outside working for you without your knowledge. I know. It's sad that this is how Big Meech's story has turned, you know. But I only pray for the best for the man's family and for the stuff to just blow over at the moment. But Big Meech knew what was going on. And as far as the paperwork, also, when Big Meech signed the plea agreement to accept his time, he had to admit to a lot of things. He did the exact same thing that everybody's vilifying Gunna for in the YSL trial. The exact same thing that Gunna did. Is YSL a gang? Yes. Did you do this, do this? Yes. So everybody was calling Gunna a rat because he took the plea. Big Meech did the same thing when he took the plea and said that he was running an organization. Such and such was working for me and everything. So before all of the Tammy stuff came into play, if that's what we gonna measure snitching as what Gunna did, Big Meech had already, if y'all want to call it, already snitched before Tammy Cowens came into the picture with her plan to get him the time cut. So that's all I got to say on that. Just look for more updates and keep your head on the swivel. Stay on your pivot. Hit that like, share, subscribe button.